What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Diamond Deck Discussions Unfiltered, including my very hairy pussy. And Coach Jace is on the road today. He is, I say today, he's headed to work in his Uber. He's not driving right now. But, Coach Jace he's a badass, so he can do two things at once. Me, on the other hand, I just got off of work, which is why we're doing this like this. And now we have, honestly, the reason why we decided to record is because now we have a World Series matchup. We have a Kendrick Lamar versus Drake finale, LA and Toronto. And Coach Jace, what are your thoughts?
Why is that the reference? Why is that the reference? First off,
I heard it. You know what? You know where I heard it at? MLB Network.
yeah. Well, you know what? People that don't watch baseball year round shouldn't be involved anyway. So we got a Dodgers versus Blue Jays World Series. How about that?
Dude, there are so many storylines to this that I didn't even realize. So, like, the Blue Jays haven't been to the World Series since '93.
Correct. When they played
Right.
the Phillies. Yep.
Right. Okay. We yet have another year where there's at least one former LSU Tiger in a World Series.
Yep.
I don't know how many years that is. I don't know if it's in a row, but I think Hunter Fiducia was a part of that team last year for LA.
Yeah, and it's not just like a Tiger that comes off the bench or is one of those guys. It's a key piece.
Yeah.
To
This
the
is
team.
a starting pitcher.
Yeah, Kevin Gausman.
Yeah. So, you have another storyline where you could get a possible Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer game, but maybe not Kershaw starting, but like them pitching in the same game.
Yep.
And which also happen to be their debuts.
Right.
Which is that's a great storyline. I heard this morning on the way home, Bo Bichette possibly will be back for this World Series.
Man, I don't like it. I mean, I love Bo Bichette, don't get me wrong. I've picked him the last 2 years to lead the league in hits. Like, I love Bo Bichette. I'm a big Bo Bichette fan. But Ernie Clement has been an absolute dog for the Blue Jays.
Dude, if anything, you almost have to put Bo in the lineup. I feel like. So you stick him at DH or you stick Ernie at DH?
You stick him at DH. But the problem with the DH spot is how healthy is Springer's knee going to be able to play outfield? Springer didn't play outfield in this last game. He had DH. So
you stick Ernie in outfield?
I don't know. I mean, for who? That lineup 1 through 9 is so fucking strong right now, up and down. There's not an out to give in that lineup right now. And look, I agree. You have to have Bo Bichette in order. And maybe you put Ernie back at second for Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, and you put Bo at short. That's probably what they're going to do, and keep Springer at the DH just depending on how his knee heals over the next 4 days, because the World Series starts Friday. So, which is when we're going to record again. By the way, you said we're recording this morning because we have a World Series to both World Series teams. We're really recording this morning because we don't have another day to record except Friday.
Right.
For game
Friday just so happens to be game 1.
Yeah.
But dude, this is
game
I don't know. It's just this World Series just seems like look, we would have both loved for the Mariners to make World Series.
Yeah, I mean 100%. That was my pick. I wanted the Mariners in, and I picked them the last 2 episodes. I'd said Mariners in 6. So.
Right. Yeah, I think a Mariners Dodgers World Series would have been great. I think I'm not sure if this is even better, but this is damn near close. The way that both teams have been running on all cylinders. George Springer might still be the Dodgers' daddy, and we don't know.
Dude, what he did last night, that home run he did last night, was unfucking believable.
It was electric.
It reminded me And I know the situation is a little bit different, and I know the score was a little bit different, and I know it was bases loaded. But the Jose Bautista homer that just electrified the
Absolutely.
Rogers Center. I mean, dude, when he hit that, and look, Batista's gave him the lead. It was a grand slam. It was fantastic. It was in the seventh. Like, this was a 3-run homer in the eighth. You know, against the Mariners' top guy, not named Nunez out the bullpen, in
Right.
Bizardo, who had thrown the day before and had thrown like 30 some odd pitches. I really didn't agree with taking Brian Wu out there. I know you got a couple guys on against Brian Wu, but to bring Bizardo in right there after, Bizardo was the most used relief pitcher in the league this year. I mean, it's just one of those things where that was kind of a questionable call. And with 1-2-3 up and one out in first and second, you probably should have went to Andres right there to get through the top of the order. Go to your best. Go to a top three closer in the league. You know, go to that guy. Don't go to Bizardo there, in my opinion. But they went to Bizardo, and on pitch two, Yahtzee. All of
Yeah,
a sudden, Mariners are losing.
and then just the at bats before Springer, like to give him that opportunity was unbelievable.
Yeah. Yep. And look, you did. The thing about it is what led to that was execution, right? You get first and second on, 9-hole comes up, bunts him over, does what he's supposed to do, and then you get the big hit when it mattered. The inning before that, the Mariners had first and second, and bunted over with the 8-hole, and then they go strikeout, out, and you're second and third with one out, and you don't score. They do the same exact thing, and they come up with the big hit. And again, that's always the key in the postseason is who's hot at the right time and who can get the big hit in the big moment. The Blue Jays did it, and look, the Blue Jays did it for 4 out of those last 6 games. Because remember, they went down 2-0 in Toronto and had to travel to Seattle,
Yeah.
where they took 2 out of 3, which is also extremely difficult because, one, they put up like 70 million runs in those 3 games, which is one of the hardest places to put up runs, as we know. And you do it there, come back home, you got all the momentum, and you don't skip a beat in the Rogers Center. You get big hit after big hit after big hit in those last 2 games, and you come away with the win. You did what the Mariners couldn't do. The Mariners relied on the homer, and when you rely on homers, it's a great thing, but you can win by it, you can die by it, especially if all you're doing is hitting solo homers and you're not hitting the 2 and 3 run homers like the Blue Jays did.
Yeah, I mean, look, big dumpers, obviously your MVP. He
Yeah.
had another home run last night. Like,
So,
but that's kind of their MO. Like, they go up to the plate, they hit the ball hard, they hit it long.
yep. Well,
But
it is. They live and die by it. But living and
right,
dying by solo home runs, you're going to mostly die by solos, especially in the postseason.
right, correct. And this is just like, to me, it's very fitting for this Blue Jays team to make it this far. Like, they won the division. Like, did we expect them at the beginning of the season to do anything that they're doing right now?
No, I picked them third in the division. I think you picked them last in the division.
Exactly. Like, this team, we didn't even expect. Like, we expected the Orioles to do better than this team. Like, there was no way that this team was supposed to do this. And this is, if they end up winning, this is, to me, a Cinderella story, because
Oh,
no
yeah,
one
yeah,
no one
yeah.
expected it.
Yeah, they're the year-long Cinderella story for sure because they beat all the odds. This is a team that actually beat all the odds. The Brewers, sure, we didn't pick the Brewers to win, but the Brewers are coming off a division championship, coming off a postseason run. Like, they're not the Cinderella team like they tried to play against the
They've
Dodgers. And you know what?
they've
You
been
didn't
in
even show
first
up
place.
versus.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
they
didn't even show up versus the Dodgers. So
right.
they're not the true Cinderella story. The Blue Jays, I don't know anybody that picked the Blue Jays to win the division. Now, I'm sure there are people out there that are Blue Jays fans or whatever. I'm sure
Probably
they're out there.
Drake.
But if you're telling me like your typical host of baseball podcast and baseball talk on MLB Network picked the Blue Jays, we got to roll the tape back. I'm gonna have to see that.
Yeah, I mean, you start the year. Vladdy got his extension this year, right?
Yes.
Right. So you start the year. You don't know if you're going to keep Vladdy. Like you don't know if Vladdy's going to be on a contract here or not. Your pitching is kind of questionable. Um, because there were still talks of what's his name, who they sent down in the minor leagues. He was supposed to be their ace. You know who I'm talking about.
Are you talking about
Um,
Maeda?
no. He was a
Not
big. He
Maeda.
was a.
Oh,
He's
Alex
a
Manoah.
Yeah, Manoa. So
Manoah.
they had Manoa, and everybody's kind of all right. This guy's shit,
Yeah.
and we thought that they were still going to try to like bring him in, this and that, and then all of a sudden they signed Jeff Hoffman, who they drafted him. So full circle, right? And
Right.
it's they just got better they got better and better and better and better, and before we knew it, holy shit, they're in the World Series.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is it's not exactly the Nationals team that won it,
No,
but
it's definitely not. That Nationals team was not good. They were one of the worst teams in baseball the first half of the year.
right in May they had like a fucking like a 2% chance to win the World Series, maybe that, and
Yeah.
they ended up winning the World Series.
Right.
Like, this Blue Jays team has been good like all year. It's just no one picked them to be good.
Correct. Yeah.
And now you make a World Series, and holy shit, like this is it. I want them to win. I want them to beat the Dodgers, but I can't pick them.
All right. So that means you're picking the Dodgers and how many?
Uh, my original pick was 5. Whenever I thought they were playing Seattle.
Yeah, I was about to say that was versus the Mariners.
Yeah, I think who has home field advantage? I think Blue Jays do, right?
I think the Blue Jays do.
Yeah, I don't have anything pulled up, and I'm not going to. So we're gonna hope. Pretty sure Blue Jays have home field advantage. So if that's the case, that puts them going back to Rogers Center, games 6 and 7. I'm still I hate I honestly I hate when the away team wins the World Series.
Okay.
Like, I don't care if I'm rooting for them or not. I hate it. Like, so I want the Dodgers to, because I want them to. I'm picking them to win.
Okay.
So I want them to do it in 5, but I think it gets done in 6. It doesn't go 7.
Yeah, Dodgers in 5. This ain't going back to Toronto.
Yeah,
And
it's
even if the Dodgers have home field advantage, it's not going back to LA.
the
This
Dodgers
game,
are
this
just
is
so
over.
fucking okay. All right, here's another question. Here's a question for you: Who wins World Series MVP?
Ooh, World Series
Damn,
MVP.
Coach Rob's on point this morning.
That was a good one. I like that one. Who wins World Series MVP? Um,
Is it the one, the only, the
no, it's not. I don't think. Here's it. Look, here's the thing about him winning the NLCS MVP. He was like fucking
he was
2
hitting
for 22
right?
up until that game. Like it
Yes,
wasn't a good. It wasn't MVP performance like. All right, you had a guy like Tommy Edman hitting 400 in that series. Like it wasn't MVP. And I get it. Look what he did in that last game: 6 innings, 10 punchies, 3 homers. Like I
right.
get it. I got it. But I think the guy that has been the cog in that lineup and has led the charge and has been Mr. Consistent the whole time and is coming off a World Series MVP himself, is going to do it again. I think it's Freddie Freeman, man. He's so
Oh,
good. He's going to face a ton of righties. I I'm a huge Freddie Freeman fan. I know you're a huge Freddie Freeman fan from the time he was in Atlanta. I think Freddie is just he's so good. He's so consistent. Like you don't see him take a bad at bat. You don't see him make a base running mistake. You don't see him make an error in the field. Like he's just Mr. Consistent. He's got an eye for the strike zone, and I think Freddie. I think it's Freddie, man. He's just so good.
Yeah, so I would not be mad at that, but I'm going Mookie.
Mookie was I wanted to pick Mookie,
So
but I
Mookie, I mean, you remember the beginning of the year, he lost what 30, 40
like
pounds.
like 20
It was
20
some
pounds or whatever
right because he
overseas.
got sick. He got
Yeah,
sick, right?
yeah.
So he loses all that weight. He gets sick, loses that weight, comes back, and is just phenomenal. Any position you put him in, he's a Gold Glove shortstop. He's a Gold Glove outfielder. Like you cannot count Mookie out in this series. Quit yawning.
Sorry, I was trying to hide it.
But you can't. It's pointing right at you, and you can't move.
Yeah, well, um, dude, I
But
tell you
it's got to be Mookie.
What Mookie's been doing in the postseason has been phenomenal. Look up his numbers real quick because they
I
are.
told you I'm not fucking looking nothing up
Why do you have a laptop open if you're not gonna look anything up?
because it's not fun.
All right, just look up his postseason numbers right now because they are really good. Mookie's really shown up, and like you said, he's playing Gold Glove defense. He's actually in the running to win the Gold Glove at shortstop this year, which that to me is probably the most impressive thing, more than more than Tatis going to right field in his first year in right field, winning the Platinum Glove,
Yeah,
not gold, the Platinum Glove.
yeah,
But a guy that hasn't played shortstop since high school moves from last year, tried it at shortstop, was horrendous at it, was so bad that they had to put him back in right field where he
yeah,
almost won a gold glove. And then this year they put him back at shortstop. They're like, yeah, we're going to try this thing out again. And is in gold glove contention and just might win it this year.
yeah.
Dude,
It's
that
crazy.
to me, people aren't talking about that enough. Like, yes, Mookie has come around in the postseason, and we know he didn't have his best years, down 15 pounds, and during the season, you missed the first 2 weeks of the year, including the one in China, Japan. Like, the that we get it. You know, Mookie wasn't in form all year long with his strength, with his health, physical health. Like, we can understand why he hit 250 this year or whatever he hit, 260 this year, but to talk about going from right field to gold glove shortstop after it failed miserably last year is the part of the game that we have not talked about enough. And I don't think anybody has talked about enough.
Yeah. So Mookie hit 258 in a regular season. Right now, currently in the 2025 playoffs, he
Yeah.
is 12 for 41. He's hitting 293. He has 6 RBIs. He has a triple. He has 4 doubles, no home runs. He has 4 walks and 4 strikeouts. And his stat line goes 293, 370 on base, and slugging is 430. His OPS is a .89, which a year ago he damn near had the same stat line. So
What in the
like
postseason?
yeah, so if you look at last year, he hit 290. Now this includes like World Series and all too, so he still has a
Yeah.
chance here.
Yeah.
But he hit 290, a 387 on base, a 565 slugging because he had 4 home runs. He has none this postseason, but again, World Series hadn't happened yet. His
Right.
OPS was a .951. He had 35 total bases. He had the same number of total bases in 2020 when they won it as well.
Yeah. I mean, look, Mookie is also Mr. Consistency, being at the top of that order every single game. But again, I just stick with Freddie because I think he sees a lot of right-handed bats. or a lot of right-handed pitchers. I mean, and I, man, he's just so good. He's so much more consistent than every player in the MLB. And look, this is by no means saying he's the best player in MLB, like at all. But when you come down to the most consistent player day in and day out, like first name that comes to your head is Freddie.
Right.
And so I think just with that and the way we have seen him step up in Atlanta, I mean, remember whenever they won that World Series in Atlanta, that was the year Acuna tore the ACL, and he led the charge in Atlanta for them to win that thing. I mean, this is like his moment. Like he did, they say a lot of people's built for October. I mean, Freddie's built for fucking October, man. I mean,
Yes.
that dude is
He had
different.
what? How many World Series games with a home run in a row? It was 4 or 5.
I think it was 5.
But he like tied the record. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
didn't hit a home run the next game for the record.
No, I don't think he did.
I think he's tied for it. But Freddie's not a bad pick. I think if Ohtani has, let's say it goes 7, and Ohtani has 2 games like he had, they might just fucking give it to him.
Oh yeah, if he has 2 games like that, yeah, 100% they're gonna
Yeah.
give it to him.
But then
Especially if he throws six with 10 punches on 100 pitches. Yeah,
but that's what I'm
he's
saying.
definitely-
He does that for game, I don't know, 2 and
If-
6.
Here's the thing: if he doesn't do it in the clinching game, because I really think that's what won it for him. I mean, he did 3 homers, 6 innings, 10 punches, no runs, no walks. Like
Yeah, but if he
2
doesn't
hits.
pitch in that clinching game, I mean, he can't.
Yeah, but that helps. As long as he doesn't do both of those things in the clinching game. If he has the same series and it's not the clinching game that he pitches and hits 3 homers, he won't win it. I think in that moment, like you had to give it to him because they say you don't win a game by yourself, and like I get it. But when you look at all the factors of that game, this man hit and pitched. Like
Yeah.
he basically won that game by himself.
He did it all by himself. But yeah, no,
As long as it's not in the clinching game and he has the exact same series that he had, I don't think he'll win it. You do it.
Yeah.
You do it there.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
This World Series is going to be fun. It's going to be a blast, I will say.
Yeah. No,
I can't wait to watch it.
Stop yawning.
You're right. I'm sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be a fun one. So, you got Dodgers in 5. I got Dodgers in 5. I look. I'm about to pull up an office.
I said 6, but my original pick was Dodgers in 5 when I thought they were playing Seattle.
Yeah, mine was Seattle in 6, so we can throw our Seattle picks out.
Yeah, it's either 5 or 6. It doesn't go 7, but it's not a sweep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's either 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't think it's a sweep either. I'm going 5. I don't care where home field is, and we'll talk about it again, and we'll know some more stuff come Friday, and I'm sure we'll have some more storylines come Friday evening whenever we sit down during game 1. We'll have game 1 on whenever.
I don't think it'll be. I mean, we might start it. Like we might be almost done by the first inning.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see a Shohei home run game 1.
Okay, calling it out early. All right.
I mean, yeah, place your bets now. This is not betting advice. But this has been probably the shortest episode we've done.
But it's been effective.
It's been effective. We got straight to the point.
Yeah.
No
we couldn't beat around the bush because I was pulling up at the office. Like we had to.
Right. Exactly.
To get going.
Yeah. Well, no, your driver was pulling up at the office. Your chauffeur.
Yeah. Yeah. Chauffeur was pulling up. Mm-hmm.
Yep. But all right, bud. Go ahead and close us out.
All right. Well, y'all know where to follow us on all socials. We appreciate everybody that tunes in, likes, subscribes, shares, watches. Y'all know where we're at. Diamond Deck Discussions, D-Deck Pod, Diamond Deck Pod. I mean, just type it all in. We're somewhere to be found. But man, I can't wait. 4 more days, and we got World Series starting. Or 4 more nights, 3 more nights, whatever the math's up to.
Math.
But Bud, you go get your sleep. I'm gonna go get my work on, and I will see you Friday to talk game 1 and game 1 through 5 for the World Series.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, buddy. Well, appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is Diamond Deck Discussions, and we are unfiltered.